everyone! Hello my angels. Today we're going to be doing a collaboration with the lovely YourWorthItXox, or Natalie as I know her.
Hi everybody, my name's Natalie, also known as YourWorthItXox on YouTube. I also make mental health videos on YouTube. Go check my channel out, I think it will be linked down below. In today's video, me and Kristen are going to be talking about
self-harm alternatives.
Now, I have been self-harming since I was 11 years old. And I'm now 15, so that's 4 years. But for the last 4 months, I've been really trying to stop self-harming and just get focused on recovery, I guess.
Now, Natalie has been suffering from self-harm for 4 years, and I've been suffering from self-harm a lot longer than that, and that is a very sad thing. And there's so many people here on the internet that are suffering from self-harm, and it just sucks. I watched a video actually this morning of a girl who relapsed, and it just broke my heart, and I was crying this morning, and I don't want you guys harming yourselves. I don't want you guys hurting yourselves. I want you guys to be happy, and I want you guys to be safe. And so today, that's why Natalie and I are going to talk about self-harm alternatives. Now, what is a self-harm alternative? A self-harm alternative is something to do other than harming yourself. If you feel the urge coming on, if you feel like you really want to self-harm, if you feel like you want to harm yourself, these are things to do that will get your mind off of it, or it will relieve yourself in a different way. On my channel, we're going to be talking about just self-harm alternatives in general, and then on Natalie's channel, we're going to be talking about physical self-harm alternatives, and it's a very different thing. It's what you can do to your body to get that same feeling, that same reaction of self-harm without actually cutting, pulling your hair, hitting yourself. You know, it's other ways of expressing yourself in a healthier manner. I hope you guys try out some of these alternatives and tell me down below if they help in any way.
The first one is make a scrapbook full of inspiring quotes, inspiring pictures. So it could be with your favourite celebrities in, it could be some of your favourite quotes, it could be some positive pictures that you've drew. Just take some time and just make a really cool creative scrapbook. That way your mind's focused, you're doing something creative and positive rather than focusing on something negative.
So the first thing I want to talk about is drawing. Drawing is a great self-harm alternative because you're getting your mind off of it, you're distracting yourself, you're drawing whatever. I actually went to Barnes & Noble, or I guess any bookstore will have this, and there's a book of just drawing ideas. So there's little boxes in this book of just drawing ideas, like draw an alligator wearing an umbrella as a hat, draw this, draw that, draw whatever comes to your mind, just to get your mind off self-harm. Just sit down, put on some good music, and start drawing. There's so many ways to draw. You could paint, you could draw, you can use charcoal. I love charcoal. Charcoal is so much fun. What you can do, and I've done this in the past, is you put charcoal all over the paper, you just put the black charcoal, and then you erase what you want, and you make a lovely piece of art. And that's my favorite kind of art right now. There's so many different types of art that can distract you from what you're feeling.
Next thing is kind of simple, but it really does help, is just cry. Just instead of taking your emotions out on yourself, just let your emotions out. Just cry into a pillow and just don't stop crying until you start to feel better. Just have a good old sob, because it does make you feel better rather than keeping all your emotions bottled up and inside.
Another coping skill that Natalie also talked about is playing with your animals.
The next one is something that I love to do. I do it pretty much all the time, whether I'm having an urge or not. Is just playing with your animals and spending time with your animals, because animals are just awesome. You want to play with me? As you can see, my pets are really energetic and they love to play.
Animals want to be loved. I mean, they're unconditional love. It's just so awesome. With my dogs, you know, you go outside, you're outside. First of all, you're outside, you're exercising with your dogs, you're releasing the tension and anxiety by playing and doing something positive with your animals. So that's always a great coping skill.
The next one is journal. Now, I have a journal. I'm not going to show you it because it's like a really old one and it's not very good. It was basically just a 35p book from Tesco's near where I live, and I've basically just written down everything I'm feeling whenever I'm upset or annoyed. But with this journal, some of the stuff I write is quite negative, so I wouldn't write whatever the hell you want about whoever the hell you want, because it really does help you when you just feel like you can let your emotions out. So if you can't do it by crying, just write down everything that you feel towards everybody. And yes, it probably will be quite negative, so I'd suggest maybe hiding it from other people, or yeah, getting rid of it after it's full. I know that I will be burning my journal as soon as I finished all the pages in it, just so that nobody else can read it, because if they did, it might be quite embarrassing.
Another alternative is screaming your favorite song on top of of your lungs. Music really heals the soul. I mean, everyone can relate to that. Everyone can relate that music is fantastic. You could just, if you're feeling upset, you could just scream your favorite song. I'm getting so off topic right now, but music is great. I love music. I hope I don't post any of my dancing right there. Some music, blasting music, scream music in the car, in your room, anywhere. Put your headphones on.
Next one is watching old childhood movies. So these are movies you used to watch when you were younger, made with your families. Watch ones which are associated with good meaning and have positive, but don't watch boring ones. Make sure you're engaged in them. So these are kind of like my childhood movies, I guess, because me and my two brothers and my mum always used to watch The Lord of the Rings together. We used to sit down in the evening and watch it all the time, and Frodo is just cute, and I don't even know why, but I find Gollum just the cutest little creature ever, and I kind of want to pet Gollum. That's so weird, but I do want to pet Gollum, and I'm not even gonna lie, I want to pet Gollum. But yeah, these are my childhood ones, and then also Jurassic Park and things like that. So I guess just watch a movie which reminds you of good times and happy times, because it will more than likely cheer you up as well.
Another thing you can do other than self-harm is go hang out with people. Go out with your family, go out with your friends, go hang out, go to a movie, go get out of the house, get out of that triggering situation and go do something fun. And I'm gonna name self-harm alternatives you could do, because I don't have all the time in the world to get through all of these, but you can clean, you can go take a bath or a shower, a relaxing bath or shower if you're really stressed out and you feel like the urge to self-harm. Go do something nice for yourself. Paint your nails, go outside, just go take a nice bath. Go get a Lush bath bomb and you go in there and you put that bath bomb in and you watch all the fizziness happen and you go do that. Play video games. Have you ever watched your brother or sister play video games and they're screaming and cussing and shooting people? I don't know why I'm saying that, but I think it's, if you go and you play some video games and you get that stress out, go play Call of Duty, go play your Halo, go play, I don't know, your Nazi zombies. I don't know what you want to do. Go play some video games. Video games is a great self-harm alternative because it's fun, you're getting your mind off things, and you're killing some Nazi zombies. I don't know why I put this on the list, and I can make a whole video on this self-harm alternative. Masturbation is a great self-harm alternative. It is, because you're making yourself feel good. That's all I'm gonna say. You're making yourself feel good. You're releasing those chemicals in your body. It's kind of like a feel-good chemical. Same thing you're gonna feel when you self-harm is kind of the same thing you do when you masturbate. So if you don't want to self-harm, maybe you should please yourself a little bit. That's just my opinion. So thank you so much, Natalie, for doing this collaboration with me.
So they are all our self-harm alternatives. We also filmed a video over on my channel about physical self-harm alternatives. If you want to go check that out, I'm sure Kristen will link it down below somewhere.
If you guys like her, please go check out her channel. She's amazing. She's one of these young teenagers who is not afraid to say how she feels about mental health and not afraid to help people, and I love her so much, and she's growing and her channel's growing, and I could see it every day in every video, and I'm so proud of her, and I am happy to call her my friend here on YouTube, so go check her out.
Thank you for having me on your channel, Kristen. Thank you everybody for watching. See you.
And I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.